Welcome back, everyone. Now it's Thursday. We are back in Nutrition Educator Lynn Matava's kitchen. Today, Lynn shows us a few ways you can incorporate veggies into everyday foods. Let's check it out.
You've probably heard about doctoring cake mixes, but have you ever thought about doing that to pancakes? That's what we're going to do today, and you guessed it, I'm about to tell you yet another way to add fruits and vegetables in. I'm going to start with some complete pancake mix. And I've already added the water to this, and we're just going to add a few things to it to give it a little nutritional boost. So the first thing I'm going to add to it is we're going to take some zucchini that I picked up this morning from a roadside stand. My favorite places to grab fruits and vegetables in the summer when people aren't giving them to you for free from their gardens or your own garden. And I'm just going to grate some zucchini in here. And next I'm going to grate in a little bit of apple. I'm using a really fine microplaner because I want the pieces to be really small, but if you have a larger grater, you could use that as well. I mean, you could really even chop these things up into little pieces. So I'm going to say I added about, a half a cup of zucchini and maybe about a third a cup of apple, and I had maybe about a cup and a half of mix in that bowl. I'm also going to add a little bit of cinnamon. You could go wild and add something like ginger or nutmeg. The other thing I'm going to add, I'm not adding those today, but I am going to add some wheat germ because the complete pancake mix I had was not a whole grain one. You could certainly use whole grain if you could find it. So I'm just adding a little wheat germ in just because that's going to give it a little bit more fiber. And just using a fork to kind of fold it all together. It's actually important to not over stir pancakes. Pancakes can get kind of chewy when they're over stirred. And I've got a pan here that I've already started heating up, and I've added a little bit of cooking oil to. Another tip I like to do for pancakes is I always measure mine out with a measuring cup. So I'm going to make these a little bit on the small to medium side with a 1/4 cup measuring cup. If I want to make really big pancakes, I might go for a 1/2 cup. But then they all are uniform and the same exact size. So pancakes need to cook on one side until you start seeing bubbles pop up through the surface. And that's when you know they're ready to flip. So while we're waiting for that one to cook, I'm going to show you the other idea that I came up with. So you know, in the summertime, lots of people love to use up their zucchini by making zucchini bread. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we made a chocolate zucchini pancake that's much like a lot of the breads that people make in the summer. So again, we've got our complete mix with water added, and I'm just adding a little bit of cocoa powder to this. Stirring it in with fork. Add a little more. I'm not measuring this. I'm just kind of doing it until it looks nice and chocolatey. I don't want them to be dry, but and then again, with the zucchini, we're going to grate that in. Now, I'm not going to say we're actually sneaking veggies in here, but I will say if you do have a younger child or someone that's a little bit hesitant because of the little bit of green they see, the chocolate really does a nice job of camouflaging that green. And our zucchini pancake, our zucchini apple, looks like it's about ready to flip. So I'm just going to flip that over. And then I'm going to add some of my chocolate zucchini batter to the pan. Excuse me, I've got a little tickle in my throat. And I did not add any sugar to this because oftentimes people add syrup or honey or maple syrup, something like that, to their pancakes. But what I am going to do is I've got some dark chocolate chips here, and I'm just going to add a few of those in so they start to kind of settle into the batter and melt before we flip it over. So our first pancake looks like it's just about done. And we can just take that off the grill. And then we're gonna wait for this one so that we can flip it and I can show you the final product. Okay, we're starting to get some nice bubbles here. So I'm gonna put my turner under there to make sure it doesn't stick. And I flip it. I'm gonna do it a little, oops, I lost that one. That's okay. It smells delicious and chocolatey. And the most important thing is these are both quick and easy things. And I promise you that this is a delicious and nutritious way to start the day.